closing in this fast. Oh, I guess time's in a rush. Leaves are falling down, but at least they grow back. While I'm on a one-way track. Now I know what it means to grow old. Yeah, now I know the time I got, it is just enough to get by. Yeah, it is just enough to get by. Sometimes I understand I'm making all the wrong demands in life. It never pays in the end. But still I am here, moving on like before. I'm yearning to reach the shore. Now I know what it means to grow old. Yeah, now I know the time I've got, it is just enough to get by. Oh, now I know what it means to grow old. Yeah, now I know the time I've got, it is just enough to get by. Yeah, it is just enough to get by.
safety video and familiarize yourself with the safety instructions. カップホルダーを元の位置にお戻しください。ベルト
Thank Stumbling out of bed, and I still got you in my head from all those pretty words you said. It's like I'm wasted. Every time I see your face, I'm losing track of time and space. I don't know where I am. It's like I'm wasted, and I won't waste it.